Welcome to NSTV. We thank you so much for the viewership. Once again, my name is Naguja Serena, and on this program, we have a very strong, diligent lady who has survived lots of things. She's a warrior in the making. I don't want to talk a lot, but today we are talking about mental health, something that has eaten almost all of us. And if you found four people in Uganda here, one of us is mentally sick. If in Uganda 14 million people are sick, however, not all of us have bipolar. There are so many ways people are mentally unstable. However, it can be treated, it can be healed. So, in the studio today, we have a lady who has gone through the process of mental health. She has been there, she has survived, and here we are going to know how she did it, who helped her.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm Angella Nsimbi, and I'm a team lead with Heart to Heart Chat, and it's about supporting people with mental health challenges to live productive lives, but most importantly, also to share our stories, to inspire hope, and also use them as therapy for other people who are going through the same challenge.
Yes, Angela, you have survived this journey of mental disability. Was it a mental disability or it was just a simple thing?
What I can say, it was a disorder, the diagnosis that the doctor gave me. They told me it was bipolar affective disorder. Yes, that's what the doctor told me. I went through a season of taking medication for 5 years. I went through a season of also having to get counseling, a marriage counselor, and also a season of discovering who I am, and also to deal with the pain I was dealing with, because my childhood also was a bit turbulent. There was a lot of instability at home, and I also faced some challenges in my marriage, which I can say in that season I was going through the winter season of my marriage. Yeah, so it was a combination of different things, one leading to another. When I could not take it anymore, I broke down, because it was my way of showing the world I needed help. But thankfully, my husband was there to support me. I have two sisters. Okay, one passed away 7 years ago, but she helped me during the crisis. And another young sister, they would help me look after the children when I had to go to hospital, when I had to get support medically, when I was very weak. They would help me to take care of the children. So that is the kind of support I got. But most importantly, because I'm also born again, I can't live out the word of God. It has helped me to affirm myself, because I find as long as God defines me, that's what matters. And one of the verses that I used to keep strong is Psalm 139, verse 14, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Then another verse which my children used when they were sending me a thank you, a get well soon card. They told me with God all things are possible. So I also believed that one day I would recover.
Angela, before we go to the healing process, because you have begun with the healing process, we really, because me personally, I have watched a bipolar person on TV, and I have someone who has gone through bipolar process right here with me. Could you please tell us the signs?
What I can say is that one of the issues, I had challenges sleeping. Yes. Then another, which the physical sign, which I could talk about, is rapid speech. And when I say rapid speech, I would wake up like 6 a.m. and talk from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. non-stop. That is definitely not normal. Any human, yes. Yes, my dear, when I'm talking. But talking about things which had hurt me, talking some things I don't remember, but most of it were issues that I had not dealt with, issues I was covering up which were hurting me. Yes, but I was talking non-stop, just to show you that as a human being, we need to learn to deal with conflict in a healthy way. We need to learn to communicate healthily without fearing to talk about how we feel. But when you keep it inside and fear to deal with the pain, one day the pain will still come out. So it can come out in a bad way, which makes you sick. So that's what happens.
So is over talking about situations that you're going through, or even hiding them, can lead to bipolar?
Actually, no, I'm not saying that exactly, but it's one of the symptoms. They call it, the scientists call it rapid speech. Yes, but the rapid speech, you could be talking about anything. Sometimes you could even be talking about things which are not even coordinated. But it's because you've kept too much pain inside and you didn't process it the healthy way. Yeah, what is important is also for us as human beings, when you have conflict, how do you discuss this issue? How do you solve it instead of covering it up? Because covering up a problem doesn't make it go away. Sometimes you cover up by hiding through business, or you hide through whatever else. But for me, I just kept quiet. If something bothered me, I kept quiet. I didn't want to deal with issues which were hard to deal with, because I felt that was the best way to solve it. But keeping quiet doesn't solve a solution. Yeah.
We were raised as in African tradition, or that when you're married, there are things that you should keep for yourself as a married woman, and ebyomunju. So if you come out and speak about certain things, then you are not doing enough as a woman. Are you saying that people outside there who are suffering, suffocating in marriage should come out and talk?
Um, of course, it also depends how you speak about whatever is bothering you. But what's important, what I would recommend, get help. Wherever you are, get help. Don't pretend that all is well. Get help. Because when you get help, you'll function better. When you get help, because in life we all have issues, we all clash. If you can clash with somebody you were born with, what about these people we meet when we are adults? There's no way you'll not have conflict. Situations of conflict come up. But how you deal with them is important. That's why we have also professionals to help us along life's journey.
How did you heal? Did you go to a psychiatrist? Did you go to a religious leader? Did you go to a hospital?
First time I went to, my husband took me to Pastor Chaze the first time. And I remember when he took me there, Pastor Chaze told him, because my husband was very upset when he was looking at he had taken our wedding album and showing Pastor that the woman I know is not like this, but see how she is. You know, he was also confused. He needed help. But what I remember the pastor telling him that, I've prayed for your wife now take her to hospital. So the prayer helped, but also I had to get medical help, because when you can't sleep, even the prayer might not help you, because there are some things which have to be sorted out medically. Yes, to calm you down so that you're able to sleep, so that you're also able to be productive. But I also don't want to underestimate the power of prayer, because also prayer works. It helps you, because the truth is, when a family, someone in the family, especially when you're a significant person in the family, you get a breakdown. It affects everything around you, and those around you are also affected. So definitely I can't say that also my husband wasn't affected, or my children. Everybody is affected. So all of us needed support, and the support we got was from extended family, and I've talked about mainly my sisters. One, okay, like I said, is no longer here with us. Then the other support I got, I also learned to appreciate the Bible. Because the truth is, even the psychologists tell us, what you say is important. Your thought processes are important. So I started to talk nice things about myself. And that helped me to look at life more positively. And that helped me, because even like today, as I speak, I've been able to do work like this, write books. I wouldn't have been able to do them if I also didn't get down to understand myself. Why do I do what I do? And also to appreciate, to speak over myself in a good way.
Uh, we have had Angela survive this story, and you may think it is so difficult for you out there who is watching or who is going through the same situation, for example, the bipolar people. But hey, it can be okay. Just understand who you are, just know where things fail out, and then everything will be fine. We thank you so much for the viewership. Always keep at NSTV.